Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Chattanooga whiskey, bottled in bond.
That's another whiskey.
Yep. So this one you're going to have to bear with me. There's a lot of reading going on in this one. But this one is actually was recommended for us to get by Mr. Heppy69, Steve. Another Steve. Thank you very much for the suggestion. He wanted to see the Battle of Tennessee. So I was kind of excited. I'd never seen this one before, but super fan of the channel. Finally found it somewhere. So I didn't write down where, but he found it somewhere. So we're going to give it a try. So we got this one for $49.99. I love it when it cracks like that. This is a bottled in bond, so it is 100 proof. It's a minimum of 4 years. This happened to be batch 33E03R, and it is the spring edition. I found out they have a spring and a fall edition that go on with this. So the company is Chattanooga Whiskey Company in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and the distillery is Chattanooga Riverfront Distillery. So now in the mash bill, so it's a blend of 4 special mash bills that they have. Everyone's different, and I'm gonna go a quick preview of this. So ours happens to be 60% of SB091. Now, SB091 consists of yellow corn, malted rye, caramel malted rye, honey, and malted honey barley. And then this is 30% of SB091 and SB... Wait a minute. Oh, so SB091 toasted, they did. And so it's 50%, 60% regular, 30% toasted of it, and then B005. And the B005 is yellow corn, malted wheat, caramel malted wheat, oak smoked malted wheat. So, and that's the 10% of that. So they have like 4 main things, and I won't read them all. I wrote them all down, but I'm not going to read them all to you. And they're different variations of blends of those 4. Nice cork pop, though. 4 creations on it. So, I'll be interested to see because there's a bunch of stuff on there. He's reading it because they got like double roasted caramel malted barley, and so depending on which bottle you get, and yeah, I had to look up what SB091, SB055, B005. Those are the weird things that they have as your mash bill. That's right here on the bottle. So
I did read that, but I had no idea what it was. So.
Neither did I. So when I looked it up, I actually wrote it all down just so I would have a reference point because I didn't even look at what our mash bill was on the bottle. I just didn't, But it was kind of interesting. So it totally different than. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Four Roses does weird stuff like that. But they have they have like 4 strains.
Like Four Roses.
No. This I'll be curious to see where this is. What do you mean by that?
It's actually fairly sweet, but it's not an ultra bourbon nose. You're not getting sweetness?
It's the beginning of the year. I can't say it's broken already. I said I wasn't going to do it. I am actually getting. I'm getting a nice caramel right off the bat.
I could go with caramel.
There is a sweetness, but it's not like the I only paid $20 for this bottle caramel. Mm-hmm. Like it's a legitimate caramel. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a. That's why when you said that, I was like, ooh, I'm actually getting a nose. It's not. Let me see.
It's actually really tasty. A little hot since it was my first sip, but I'm sure that'll fade away.
That was a little different too. It's very sugary. There is a sweetness on the tongue, there's a super sugarness when you put it in your mouth, like the rock candy sugar.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that first thing that hits your tongue. It's not dry at all. It's actually very sweet. Nose is coming in way better now.
Mostly caramel, though.
It is mostly caramel. There is a hint of it, like an ethanol that's coming off of it, which is shocking because it's only 100 proof, but...
It holds on. Again, it's first drink of the day, so it does. It's sitting there. I'm not opposed to it. I think it would be nice for someone's collection. The bottle's neat.
I tell you, it has a very good second sip right there. It has a very good viscosity.
Yeah,
it really sticks to your tongue a lot. And it's not a proof sticking to your tongue either. It's all that flavor. I'm trying to get it because it has like it doesn't taste like grassy or young, but it has a different taste. It's not dark and rich.
No, I was almost leaning towards like, it's not like a mellow corn either. You know what I mean? Like that. Remember we had the mellow corn?
Yeah.
That had like an overpowering corn. You don't really get an overpowering corn.
Mm-mm. It actually has a really good flavor. I'm trying to think of one that we've done that I could put it in this ballpark. I mean, it has. It's not. I can't. It's not like dark and rich and thick like when you're drinking like a Maker's, where you know what I mean. But there is a nice sugar aspect.
There is really definitely a sugar flavor.
Yeah,
that sticks around.
It helps with the coating. Like it feels like a
syrup.
A syrup almost. Yeah.
You could almost go sugary maple. You know, a maple syrup type deal with that. Not
in flavor, but in texture.
Yeah,
because I don't really get the maple part of it, but it is definitely. It's very.
You could equate that with the sugar part.
Yeah,
I guess
that's where I went rock candy sugar because it's more like just like a hardened sugar.
But that never stuck around. So I get what you're saying. We're going in the same angle, just different directions. If that makes sense. I'm enjoying it.
It has a ton of flavor. I gotta say,
I don't even think the price is bad.
No. I'll be interested to see if we can track. I poured myself more than I wanted. If we can track down the fall version, if you know what I mean, like if you get a different expression of it,
how
much it is.
I honestly don't see this often.
I'm not sure what state he got this in, and if he did get it in Mass, I think he got it from the magical store that we have.
Secret store.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go by there one day.
I'm not sure. Because I've personally never seen this. Not that I have ever looked for it, but I've never.
It would stand out though.
That's what I'm going to say.
It's
you don't see a lot of blue bottles.
No, but it's in the design of like the Clyde Mays.
Yeah.
So it would stand out, compared to a lot of the others.
Mm-hmm.
But
speaking of which, someone told me we have to try the 114 proof one. It's out
Clyde
of this
Mays?
world. Yeah. I said I really like the regular one.
We had. There is 3-4 different colors up there.
No, I know that.
I never noticed
I've
if there was proof or not.
No, with 100 bottles over there. I never. Yeah, I don't know if he said it was a single barrel, but I think it was 114.
It is tough because I did go to a different store the other day, and they did have a couple of different things, and I was like, "Excuse me, swallow wrong." I'm like, "Do we really just need to keep throwing them up there and never pick it out anyway?"
Yeah, no, I trust me. I was at a store that I normally go to.
It was like the Nelson Rye. I had it in my hand. I'm like, do we really need this right now?
No, yeah, someone else.
It was like $39 or something.
Right.
It wasn't bad.
No, I had a couple in my hand yesterday, and I'm like, I don't need to buy them. I ended up grabbing one because someone requested it. But the more I keep drinking this, the more I am liking this a lot. This really does coat really well. It does. It just, if there's any kind of complaint, it doesn't. It's not overly oaky. It doesn't really change in flavor profile.
No, it's sweet.
But the difference is it is a heavy, thick, the whole flavor. It's not drinking something where I feel like it's like water-esque, and it's not something like some of the Bookers we had that were just like too hot, and you didn't get this is all flavor that's coming in.
And I really
that's what I like
thought
about
this was going to lean a little bit more towards the Scotch end of it. And
because all the barleys and stuff.
And the malted. But, as we have done a couple Tennessee, and it was leaning towards. I bought it too because it was a malted whiskey, I think it was. But
but that was a single malt, wasn't it? Was it? Yeah. No, No, I didn't expect that. But what I wasn't sure with all these crazy different things, they really do have
it jumps out of this.
That's what I'm saying. That's why when you said at first, I was like, I'm getting a nose right off the bat. Now that I've been drinking it,
now it's really there.
No, it is in a blind. This is going to be interesting to see how this goes up against other bottles because this does carry a ton of flavor.
Yeah,
but it's not a flavor that I can't even tell you another whiskey that tastes like this. I mean, like I said, my only drawback would be there's not a ride where I'm not getting a nut, I'm not getting a fruit. You're just getting a nice, sweet, heavy, viscous 100 proofer that really sticks around when you drink it. So it's actually flavorful.
It is flavorful.
Yeah,
I would take a chance. I would get it.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with you. Just for the unique fact, I don't even hate the $50 because that's normal nowadays for all the prices.
Yeah, I'll talk to you after on some of that, but yeah, you are correct.
Unfortunately, it is. You know what I mean? So, the amount of flavor that comes out of this, that's the one thing. Like, I don't even think. I usually always say I fall back on Evan Williams Bottle and Bond or something like that, but I don't think. I don't think that would hang. This has so much taste. It does have a lot. Although I think Evan Williams would give me that little nut factor. This is absolutely very good. So, thank you very much, Steve, for this selection. Thank you very much, other Steve, for actually finding this for us. So stay tuned. We will end up putting that blind up eventually. I can't wait to see what this does when it opens up because this is already good and we just cracked it right now. Good. So, well, there you go. Keep the suggestions coming. I love to hear from everybody. And then when I find something like this, I love it even better because, this is something that I would probably walk by and not even think twice about buying. You know what I mean?
Stand out, so I'd probably pick it up and see. But
right, but when you've never heard of it.
Right, and in my head, when I read
all these weird things, you would have put it back down.
Might have brought me over to Scotland. Do I really want to buy one
That's
of these?
what I mean. And walked away. So thank you again for the suggestions. I love hearing from everyone. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.
It just keeps getting better and better.